Good evening and welcome to another episode of 60 and Beyond with Skylark. How is everybody? I'll blow you a kiss tonight. So, the first Monday of the month. I do my vlog every first Monday of the month. And I post it on all my social media platforms. You can, obviously you're watching it here. It'll be up on my YouTube channel, Skylark Live, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, all under my brand, Skylark Live, that I've been doing now for about 5 years, which is so hard to believe, but I still have so many things to talk about and so many ideas to inspire and motivate people 60 and beyond to thrive in older age through knowledge and self-awareness. Now think about that for a minute. Knowledge, right? Something we are always on a pathway to learn. We can't live this life and not learn every day. I mean, I feel like I'm learning every day, and I'm open to learning every day. I keep my mind open. I keep my spirit open to receive, and that's something that I think is a good thing to do at this age, because we never want to get to the point where, you know, we feel like we're done. There's nothing else to learn. Oh, I've done it all. I've seen it all. Well, no, you haven't. Some of the best things are probably still ahead of you. So that's just, I kind of see life as like this continuum, you know? Yeah, let's go. Let's make new things happen. But I also have been thinking about the fact that we're coming up on the 3-year anniversary of the lockdown of COVID-19. So that's kind of sobering. We were talking about it at work today. Yes, I'm still working. Only 2 more years. So excited. But we were talking about it, and we were saying how some people feel it's gone very fast. Other people feel that it has gone slow. I think time has suspended somehow. I mean, it almost feels like a different timeline that we're on. You know, I can't even say that it's gone slow or it's gone fast. In some ways, it feels like a very long time ago because I felt different. I remember how I felt when it started. I was hopeful. I was very optimistic. I was, who knew what was ahead of us? None of us knew. So I think whatever frame of mind rather that we were in at that time, we went into the pandemic in that frame of mind, but certainly things have changed as these 3 years have moved along. We even had a presidential election in that time in 2020. So we've been through a lot. And, you know, I think that we are staying more to ourselves. I know I find myself not going out of my comfort zone as much, especially driving, because driving on Long Island is treacherous. There's so many accidents. There's people just, now the latest thing I'm seeing is people are driving in the wrong lane to bypass the traffic waiting at a light, and then they're cutting in. This seems to be the latest road craze, and I'm just like, I had a guy almost hit me head on the other day doing just that. And thank God I had room to move over. But man, it was scary for a moment, you know. And I was 2 seconds from my house. So I was almost home. I was on my block. But yeah, you know, I do think that a lot of us are staying closer to family. I know I'm spending a lot more time with my family. I'm actually having a great time because I have a big family. So I have lots of cousins and siblings, and so it never feels lonely because there's always somebody around, which is really nice. You know, we're doing cousin brunches. We've had 2 of them in the last few months, so that's been really fun. And niece / cousin / sister brunches, because there's like 3 groups of us that are getting together. So come at some of the really positive takeaways from these last 3 years. I'm writing more. I'm seeing more family. I'm spending more time at home. So my home feels more organized. You know, I have some really nice neighbors, so I've gotten to see them a little more than I normally would. But I'm definitely different. I am certainly. I think happiness has been a little chipped away at too. And that's all part of aging. I mean, we go through a lot of different phases as we age. You know, there's so many things that can happen. You know, people get sick, we lose people. And that can taint our joy. But then there are also really incredibly beautiful things that I always really like to focus on. This month, rather, I think in February, the planets, Venus and Jupiter, were very close to each other. And on some nights, they were right under the moon. And so there were some really pretty spectacular sky shows in February if you got a chance to step out and look up at the night sky. And tonight, the moon was up before the sun went down, and it was big and it was beautiful. And then when the sun went down, it was right up there, you know, just so bright. This morning, I saw the moon set at around 5:45, 10 to 6. So the natural world got me through COVID, through the lockdown, and through that whole time. I got to spend a lot of time, and as we all did, you know, home. So if you had a garden like I do, I was in the garden more, which I'm looking very forward to. Again, I can't wait to get outside. I feel like this winter has been very long. I don't know how any of you are feeling, but I feel like even though it's been a mild winter, it's still been cold and too cold for me because I am a beach bum and I can't wait to be on the beach again soon, really. But let's not rush it. We have gorgeous spring just ahead of us. So yeah, what are you feeling? If anybody wants to talk about some of the things that they have felt as we come on this 3-year marker, you know, we're still adjusting back into what this new life feels like. And in a lot of ways, I feel like we were living our lives, we were moving along, we were doing okay, and then the lockdown. And suddenly everything just came to a screeching halt. And then when everything opened up, we were just dropped out there to go back to life as it was. But life wasn't like it was. It was very different. And there's no safety net. So in some ways, I feel like we're really on our own. We're really on our own, which can be a very good thing because it then gives you more of a chance, for you to figure out what you want the rest of your life to look like. What do you want these coming years as we redefine what our life looks and feels like? It's probably a really good opportunity to make a plan or see a plan in your mind of, you know, we're getting older. I'm 65. Maybe some of you watching this are younger or older. This is geared to people over 60. Well, we're not kids anymore. And you know that when you're in bed at 9 o'clock at night on a Saturday night, you are not a kid anymore, right? So, yeah, it's, and some of us like me are retiring in a couple of years, and that requires planning. So are you starting your plan for retirement? I know I am. And what I'm doing now, more than just paying off some credit card debt, which I'm doing really great because I'm very determined to get rid of it, I'm actually starting to create a plan of a lifestyle. So what do you want those years to look like? Are you wanting to stay where you're living? Are you thinking about moving? It really does require a roadmap, you know, for your finances, for your physicality. Do you want to own a home still? Do you want to sell? Do you want to get a condo if you have a condo and you've lived in it for a while? Do you want to buy a house? You know, there's so many things to consider as we go into these older years. And let's face it, you know, do we have 20 years? Some will have more, some will have less. But I want them to be joyful. I definitely want to spend more time outside. I know in the summer and the spring I do, but even in these months, you know, exercise a little more, walk more. So what does that look like for you? And if you want to talk about it, you can email me, ChristineSkylark@AOL.com. That's ChristineSkylark@AOL. I would sure love to talk to some of you and get some feedback. I cannot say that I have really spoken to anyone but a couple of close friends about what we're all going through and what we're feeling. And I think it'd be really neat to get that dialogue going. Maybe even get together with a group and talk about what we're feeling. That may be something that you'd be interested in if you are interested in. I can't find my words. I'm tired tonight. Yeah, tonight might be an 8 o'clock night to bed. I don't know. I've been watching some really good stuff on Netflix, so kind of look forward. And Monday nights, I don't know if you guys do this, but Monday nights are my night to really do nothing. If it's the first Monday of the month, I'm doing my vlog, but I don't do anything on Monday night. It's one of the only free nights that I really have, so I do enjoy it. Maybe I'll make a nice dinner in a little while. But yes, as we come up on this March 13th, which I think is next Monday, right? Yeah, next Monday, a week from tonight. 3 years. But it's behind us, and let's hope it's behind us for good. Let's hope that we've been through the absolute worst and that ahead is just nothing but beautiful, joyful, happy life for all of us. We deserve that. So again, Christine Skylark at AOL, if you want to send me any ideas or, you know, thoughts about what you've been through in these last 3 years, and maybe we can share some insight on what that roadmap ahead looks like, or what you want it to look like. So yeah, so again, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And for those of you who have, thank you. And thank you for supporting what I'm trying to do here. And also, each Tuesday night, I write an article on my Skylark Live newsletter that sort of goes hand in hand with this vlog. This vlog is sort of a culmination of some things that I've been thinking about through the last few weeks. And so the first Monday of each month, I sit here and I talk about it. So Skylark Live Town News, if you subscribe, and I'll post a link under this video, you'll get it delivered, my newsletter delivered to your email each Wednesday. And I feature an article, and then I feature a song, a quote, an inspirational quote, and a pick of the week, a place that either I've been or I want to go to that I think, you know, you'd be interested in too. So if anybody has any ideas about anything that you'd like me to talk about, I keep these conversational because I want it to be very organic and very natural. And I'm just sharing how I'm feeling, and maybe you're feeling in a similar way and you can relate, and my videos help you to think about things that maybe you don't want to think about, or that you have thought about but you haven't shared. And I'm letting you know that I'm always willing to talk about how you're feeling, what you're thinking. So yeah, so, you know, maybe we look back on these 3 years with some kind of joy that it's pretty much out of the way, or sadness and sorrow for people that we've lost. You know, we cannot forget them. And, you know, I just want to say that, you know, human suffering is a part of life, unfortunately. And for Christians, we're in the Lenten season. And this is a time of, you know, repenting maybe, or looking back and reflecting and trying to do good, do better. When you come out of this season, the hope is that you are changed, that you've reflected in on yourself and changed something for the better, and that you'll be changed permanently. But we don't have to wait for this time to do that. We can do that at any time. We can look deep in ourselves, which I don't think we can avoid, and make a decision to do something better for ourselves and for others. It's always a good opportunity. Every day is an opportunity to grow and to learn and to change and to evolve. So I'll leave you with that, and I will be here next month. We will be in spring, and there will be some flowers I'm sure will be blooming by that time. So peace and love, and I'll post again the link to my newsletter under this video, and sending love and comfort to all of you, and I'll see you soon. All right, ciao.